files, right, that I have sent? Hello.
Yes, I did get them.
So just you have to look at them. So how the
Yeah, I just downloaded them, but I didn't run and see them.
sorry. Okay, let's look at one or two more programs of Selenium RC, and I will also show you how to use TestNG, what annotations.
Okay.
And WebDriver also doesn't need any more extra files or any more extra configuration than for RC. Okay, the
Okay.
same.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
You're
Not
able
sure
to hear
what the
me?
problem is. Hello.
I
Yes, I
from
hear
the
you.
internet, some long
Okay.
distance.
Okay.
So yesterday we have seen opening the right side dot got into the not to the set equal statement and checking the title of the page, manually given title and title of the page we got through Selenium command, and after that we have seen filling the few of the details, and then we have verified whether a checkbox is ticked or not, and based on that whether checkbox is ticked or not, we have seen whether uh, it is performing some actions like clicking on some of the link. Isn't it? That we have done in checkbox program. We have in the drop-down program we have seen how to select data from drop-down. The default, how to get the default value of the drop-down that we have selected, that is already selected, and after we select some value, how to get that value also we have seen. Isn't it? We have,
Yeah.
we have
Yeah.
got the value using get selected label, and then we have printed the value also. And after that, similar steps we have followed, and we have also counted the number of values in the drop down that is equal to our counted value manually or not. So we have got all the values of the drop down using get select options of the drop down, and then counted the length of the array in which you have put all the drop down values.
Okay.
So that we have got the
Yeah.
size of the array, which is the total number of drop down values. Now I want to show you how to get data from an Excel sheet into the program. Okay, I have an Excel sheet. From the Excel sheet, I want to get the data from the Excel sheet and I want to fill the form. So that I can do using Selenium RC also, and using Selenium WebDriver also I can do it. So I'll show you how we do it in Selenium RC. Similar case will be the Selenium WebDriver program also. Okay. So my previous programs, similar to my previous programs, I will have my before and after annotations methods similar, where I will start the Selenium server. Then I create an object for Selenium server and start the Selenium server, and then I create an object for Selenium jar file and start the Selenium Java jar file. In the after annotation method, I will stop the Selenium jar file and then stop the Selenium server. In the text annotation, I am using the actual thing that I will be using to get the data from Excel sheet. You able to hear me, right?
Yes, I
Hello? Yeah.
I can hear you.
I didn't got the I was not able to hear anything.
Yeah.
Here I am opening the rightstart.com web page through this command. I am maximizing the window again. Similar to previous, I opened the rightstart.com page. And go to this. Then maximize the window, and then I am clicking on this link through the program. Once I click on that link, then I am verifying whether this is I am verifying whether this is present or not on the right side of the page. Whether this text is present or not, I have given the menu and I verify whether it is on the page or not. Only then I feel that I have printed the page. I do any of these things. I can either check whether I can assert using the text of the page. I can use any of the links or images, anything that I can use.
Okay.
That's up to you. That's up to you which you want to use for asserting. Okay. Once I got into that page and once I asserted that it is the correct page that I wanted to get into, then I'm creating a file. Okay. I'm using the file input stream from Java library. We have a class called file input stream in the Java library, for which I'm creating an object. And in that object, I am giving the path of the Excel file where I have my data.
Okay.
In M drive, home folder, I have data 1. Here I have these details. So Raja, Ramesh, Rakesh, all this. So what I'm doing is, I'm getting the path of this place. Oh, not this one. F drive, others folder, home subfolder, this data 1. This one. Row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, row 1, column 3. So I'm getting the path of the text of the Excel file, and I'm assigning the path to this FIS variable, which is the file input string, where from I am inputting that file, or where from I am streaming the file is my or where from I am taking the streaming of the file, which I have to input the data. So I'm taking this path, okay, into FIS object. I'm creating in a WP object. This workbook class is from the JXL file that we added. We have JXL jar file, right?
Yeah.
The JXL jar file workbook is a class.
Okay.
So I'm using workbook class. I'm creating an object for JXL WB, and then I'm equating it to, I'm assigning the object is equal to workbook.get workbook. Which workbook that I have to get? The workbook of this part, which I use for FIS.
Yeah.
So it will open the workbook which is in this part, FIS part. Okay. Then I'm creating a sheet object. Sheet is also a class in JXL. Using this workbook, the workbook that I opened, inside the workbook, I'm getting the get sheet. I'm getting the sheet 0, which is the first sheet. Okay, get sheet is also method. Get workbook, get sheet are methods. These are my classes. Workbook, workbook sheet. These are my classes in JXL, and get sheet, get workbook are the methods.
Methods.
I'm getting the 0, which means first sheet. Okay, sheet 1. Okay, here I have in sheet 1. If you want to use sheet 2, you have to give get sheet of 1. Okay. Then I'm using the for loop, because I have 3 rows and 3 columns. I want to get all the values, and I want to put all those values into these text boxes. Email address text box, text box. Okay. I want to give like this in the first email address, this in the first name, this in the second zip code. This I'll show it. This should be my first email address text box. This should be in the first name text box. This should be in the written the program. I am giving for integer I is equal to 0, I less than s dot get rows. S is what? My sheet. In my sheet, how many total rows are occupied? I am getting the value using get rows method. Which means here I have 3 rows occupied. So it will get the result as 3. Then it's the get rows. So when I use the for loop, it will take int I is equal to 0, I less than s dot get rows is 3, I less than 3, I plus plus. Understood? Then I am passing the command selenium.type. Type into which command, into which text box whose name is sign up email, which is the email text box. Okay, I have to pass the value now. I gave the locator. I have to pass the value. In place of value, I am giving s dot get cell of 0, I dot get contents. What this will do? It
will get the value from the
sheet S. Yes, it will go to the sheet S. It will get the cell of 0, I, which is 0th column, ith row. Okay, here in JXL, whatever method that we use, in that it will first take the column and then the row. So here 0 comma I is column comma row. 0th column ith row, which is first column, and ith row is first time it will be 0. 0 comma 0, which is first row, first column, first row.
Okay.
So first column, first row is this one. So it will take into this text box first column, first row. Then into the first name text box. The first name text box, second column, first row, because it will be 1 comma 0, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you will get the contents of the first column, sorry, second column, first row into this, which is second column, first row is this.
Yeah.
Like that, it will take the third column, first row for the third text box. You have to get the point, right?
Yeah.
If anything confusing, just ask me, or if you want me to explain once again, I'll tell you.
No, I understand.
I'll just run the program, just check what happens.
But this program would register all the three together, right? Because
No, I'm not giving till the point of registering. I'm just filling the text boxes. That's it.
okay. Okay.
I'm just filling the text boxes one by one. So what I'm doing after filling the text boxes, okay, I'm not clearing anything. I think it will take directly. Let me run this. Take row number, column number one, row one, column two. Then row one, column three will be. Row two, column one, if you are able to observe. Then here it will be row two, column two. Row two, column three it will be.
Yeah.
Zip code. So then it will change to the last again. Okay, this is how I am using the values from the Excel sheet.
Excel sheet.
This is the data-driven program. We have seen in QT period data-driven program how to use from Excel sheet onto web page. So similar to that, this is a data-driven program. From Excel sheet, if you want to use multiple data onto web page, you can use it like this. This is through Selenium RC. We will also look at WebDriver once we look at the WebDriver programs. Okay.
Okay.
I'll show you one more program of RC, and then we will get into text engine program.
Okay.
I'll show you this program alert. How to handle alerts. You have any idea how to handle alerts? What is an alert?
You said alert, right?
Yeah. For example, I will show you.
Is it like a, what do you say, event handler? We just get a message.
Yeah, kind of thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Approximately the same. Here I am going to handle a message box kind of thing. I'll go to kcnntravels.com. I'll go to this check fare. I'll select a source. Let's say Ahmedabad, and instead of selecting the remaining things, I'll just say search by mistake or deliberately if I do it. I'll get a message like this. The page at kcntravel.com says select destination. The select destination, this thing is actually the alert, which is asking me to do something. For me to use it, it is asking me to perform some action. So this is the alert. Alert message is select destination. And in some cases, you may also get OK and cancel button. Do you want to proceed? It will give, and you will see OK and cancel button. Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So how to get this alert box message of this alert box, and how to OK it is what we will look at.
Okay.
My before method and after annotation method are still the same. I am creating Selenium server and Selenium class objects, and then I am using them to start Selenium server and Selenium object. Then in the after annotation method, I am just stopping those two. In my test annotation method, I am opening the kcnintravels.com website. I am blackfacing the window and clicking on that link to check fare. I am waiting for the page to load for 30 seconds. Then I am selecting the source as Bangalore. This source as Bangalore I am using. I am waiting for 2 seconds. Then I am clicking on the search button, and I am capturing the alert message into a string with the variable name msg1, message1. Okay?
Okay.
I am capturing the string, the alert message into the string msg1. How am I capturing? Using the method getAlert. When I say selenium.getAlert, it will get the message of the alert.
Okay.
And it will OK that also. It will OK down the alert message also. Whatever OK button is there, it will press on the OK button also. Okay. Then I am printing a message here.
Yeah.
Again, I am going to the destination column. This destination column. I am selecting Hyderabad. Then I am clicking the search button again. I am waiting for 2 seconds. and I'm capturing the alert message again into the variable msg2. I'm printing the second message also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here I'm not choosing anything else but OK. So I'm not using other options. Let's say if I have OK and cancel button both. Okay. If I have OK and cancel button both,
Okay. Which one actually?
then I have to use this thing. Choose OK on next confirmation to click on OK, and if I want to click on cancel button, I have to choose cancel on next confirmation. These methods I have to use. Okay. If I have OK and cancel button both as a confirmation, that is called a confirmation box. because it will ask me to confirm whether I want to proceed or not, what I want to do. Usually, whatever you get as an alert will contain only OK box. Something like it is giving you a message that you're going to do so and so thing. Okay. So this is how you handle alerts. I'll just run and show it to you. Just have a look. Select Bangalore. Then it will select Hyderabad now. Then close. In the console, it will print the values that we have taken. See, alert messages. Select destination. Here, alert messages. Enter journey date. The next alert. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how I handle alerts.
So is it not displayed on the page? It will just run it here.
If you want to capture it and save it somewhere also, we can do it. On the page, on the page, the message, okay, it is handling it so fast that we are not able to see that. When that message is appearing, we are not able to see it because Selenium is so fast that it is clicking on that message also. On the OK box also it is clicking. If you want to see whether if that message is appearing, then you have to stop it for 2 seconds after clicking. Here. I will copy this code and make it. Okay, I just copied and pasted here because whatever changes I am making, it is not taking those changes in the previous folder. Okay, here I will run it and show it to you. There is a time gap of 2 seconds. It will show the alert and then only it will run. Let us check it. Oh, it's not taking. Okay, alert message is not showing. Manually, if you do, it's showing, but to program, even if I give 2 seconds of wait time, it is not showing. No. And here I stop 2 seconds, right?
Yeah.
After clicking the button, I'll try to increase the time. 5 seconds. Let me check if it does the same thing or not. No, it's not showing the alert. It's automatically getting handled through the program. Okay. Though I'm giving the wait time, it is not considering the wait time. It's not giving out the alert message. It's handling it. It's handling through the program, but it's not manually being shown. Though I am giving the wait time.
Okay.
All right. So this is about Selenium RC things. If you have any doubt or if you want to get hold of more things, then just come back to me on RC. But mostly we will not be using RC, or anyone outside is not using RC, so that's not that important, or that's not actually of concern area for us. Our actual concern is for TestNG and WebDriver, in which we actually work in the companies. Right?
Okay.
Let me show you how TestNG works. We have even more annotations for TestNG.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you. Till now we have seen @ after, @ before, right? For JUnit. @ before, @ after. Test, then we had after class, before class. In TestNG, we have @ before method, after method, before test, after test. Then we have test. We have after class and before class. So we have two more annotations when compared with JUnit here. Okay. So let me show you a program of TestNG, how the different annotations of TestNG work. See, here we have before class, after class, before method, after method, before test, after test, and test and the starting. Okay. So these are the different annotations that I am using in the TestNG program. Okay, there is a different way of installing TestNG. Apart from adding the jar file as a configuration, you have to install TestNG into your Eclipse as a plugin, separate plugin. That I will tell you tomorrow how to do it.
Okay.
Or after this program, I will explain you how to do it.
Fine.
Okay, so I've given at test, and inside that method I've like that I've given the annotations before class and after class, and for everything I'm using the same thing. I'm in before class and after class like that. So when I run it, the priorities it will show us what will be run. It will show me first before test, then before class, then before method, then test. And first will be before test. Starting it will start with before test, then before class will run, then before method, then test, after that after method, after class, after test. Okay, so this is the hierarchy, or this is the precedence of the annotations to work.
Okay.
If I have more than one annotation, or if I have more than one test, what will happen?
I think for every test case, we'll have method running again before and after.
So actually in TestNG, what advantages we have when we give different annotations is different test, more than one test annotation when we give is, we can give the priority, which one to run first, which one to run second.
Okay.
Like this. This is priority 2. This is priority 1. So my second test will run first. I'm in test will run first, and I'm in test 1 will run second. If I want to give this as 2, give this as 1, then I'm in test 1 will get printed first. Then this will get printed.
Yeah.
And the precedence, let me show it to you. See, every time before method and after method will get executed before and after the test, but after class and before after test, before test and before class will not get executed every time. They will get executed only once. These two will get executed only once throughout the program.
Yeah.
But my before method and after method, these are similar to before and after in Selenium in JUnit.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how they will perform, and we will most probably use before class and after class in every program. Instead of before method and after method, we will use before class and after class in every program of TestNG. Okay.
Yeah.
We can use anything, and I'm used to using that thing, the before class and after class. Okay.
Okay.
Then in JUnit, for making reports, there is a long procedure to make reports. But in TestNG, whenever you run the program of TestNG, an automatic report will be generated. You can see a test output folder once you refresh the project, and in the test output folder, all the related files will get generated.
Okay.
And if you go to the workspace of this folder, or of this Java Morning Batch, or whatever project name you go into, you will see the test output folder there also. In that folder, you will have the index.html file, in which it will show the brief report of the test that we have run. Let me show it to you. Index, this is the HTML file. 2 methods, 2 passed, the result is.
Okay.
One test we have run. If you want to show the methods, what are the methods? Test and test 1 are the methods that are passed. Then what is the test that is passed? One class, default test. Then ignored methods, nothing. Chronological view, this is how it got executed. That's it. This is the brief overview of how the report of TestNG will get generated. But in TestNG, the reports will automatically get generated, so we don't need to worry about it. I will let you know how to generate reports for JUnit at the end of the session. Okay.
Okay.
Now let me tell you how to install TestNG as a plugin. Okay. Simple actually. If you go to this testng.org website, and click on this download, then you will be able to see the downloads. When you click on the downloads tab, you will be able to see for Eclipse 3.4 and above, enter this URL. For Eclipse 3.3 and below, use this URL. So my Eclipse version, or normally whatever Eclipse that we recently downloaded, is above 4 point something. So above 3.4 we are. So we will use this link. So just copy this link. Copy that text of the page name. Now go to help. Okay, go to help, install new software. At this place, just paste the website name that you've taken. Okay. And say add. Okay, when you add and give that use URL, then it will show me with this text box, with this checkbox, it will show me TestNG. For you also, it will show you TestNG.
Okay.
Okay. When you give this URL only, then here I don't have finish, but you will have. Okay, I have next, but I already have TestNG in my folder, so I don't need it. I already have TestNG here.
Okay.
So just go use next, and then click on finish. It will get installed.
Okay.
So how to know that TestNG is installed in your project or not? Yes, just go to the project or package wherever you want to create a similar to JUnit test suite. You can also your test case. You can also create a TestNG test suite or test case. How is that? Just go to the package, say new, go to other. Here you should be able to see TestNG.
Okay.
If you see TestNG, then it means that you have TestNG installed as a plugin. Okay. When you click on the TestNG class, then it will open all the annotations, the window box, like our JUnit, which we had. Yesterday you have seen, right, how JUnit will have 4 checkboxes for different annotations.
Yeah.
Like that for TestNG also, you will have different annotations which you can use.
Okay.
Okay. So let me tell you once again. Go to help, install new software. Here paste the URL from the testng.org website. When you go into download of testng.org and copy that URL, just give it here. Then it'll point out me
Mm-hmm.
the TestNG here. Just click on the checkbox and then go next and then finish. Okay.
Okay.
So that's how I use my TestNG. Tomorrow onwards we will use WebDriver, and through TestNG we will use WebDriver.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then tomorrow also it's normal time that we will follow. Okay, you said tomorrow morning you will be available, which means your evening, today evening.
Today evening. No, actually, I have unexpectedly I have some work today too. So,
No, that's
but
okay then. Then tomorrow morning for me, day after tomorrow morning for me, which is tomorrow evening for
yeah,
you, I think
I think it should
you
be
are
fine.
available, then
Yes.
we will
Yeah.
connect one class again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll send you these 2-3 programs, whatever we have done today.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, then let's continue tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.